Warning, the following contains material that may be too disturbing to some people. Descriptions of violence, mature situations, and adult themes. This is intended for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. I leapt headfirst into the black, searching for answers. I found only more questions. My memories fade with each step. I feel a weight. It's so heavy. I find nothing. And here in darkness, I awaken for the first time. My skin is on fire. My lungs ache for air. My body's too weak to stand. To fight back. The pain pierces every thought. Death would be a kindness that I do not deserve. Let me die broken.
To be fair, here's... Oh.
No, don't.
I saw!
Go ahead. What were you saying?
Nope.
Howdy, folks. Welcome to Broken, where we're playing sci-fi tabletop RPGs, spooky stuffs. Where these guys are a bunch of amnesiacs. How's everybody doing?
As you do.
How's everybody doing?
Who the what?
Yeah, what? Exactly.
I have to speak up. I'm not wearing pants.
Who are you?
Who are you, people? What are you
Where
doing
am
in my living room?
Off my lawn?
What are you doing in my living room?
They're back in my day.
Let me fix the title
Do
screen.
you even remember
you.
back in your day?
No.
So, speaking of back in the day, why don't we do what we normally do? Go around the table, introduce everybody, your character, and tell us a little bit about what's going on with you right now in the game, what's happening, that kind of stuff. We'll start with you, Gerblin. Gerblin, tell us about your character.
Which one?
This is correct.
Hi, I'm Gerblin. I play Enigma and currently also say Enigma. Which is confusing, so I think we're calling one Amgene.
Or Sassy Enigma.
Or Sassy Enigma, something along those lines. And they're both kind of confused about, seeing one another, because that's weird. It was a whole Spider-Man meme We could have almost died, but that was okay. We fixed the panel, and now we just got to get the doors open. Oh no, that's a bruh. Oops.
And it wasn't me.
This is
Okay.
why you don't let me go first.
Yet. You haven't gone yet.
Today I decided to go in order of what's on the screen for some reason. I don't know. I never do that. I don't know why. I just
Now we know why.
Yeah, you usually do like the Discord thing first.
I do, yeah. But it's all good. We're 5 minutes is actually pretty good for you guys. I don't know if you know that.
We didn't even make 5 minutes.
Hey, don't take that away from me.
Well, it's a
Intro.
It's
intro.
a 3-minute intro, so
There's a bit of a handicap.
Oh God.
It's all good. Thank you, Gerblin. You're awesome.
We still love you.
Up next, we got Zach, who's playing Derrin. How's it going?
It's going. I am stuck in wherever I am, and I need to find a way out. And oh God, that involves trying to deal with these guys. It'd be interesting.
Good luck with dealing with these guys. We've seen how that tends to work out.
Yeah.
Glass in your
And
eye.
so yeah, I'm definitely having to. I'm having to ask for some help, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess that's a good way to put it. You are kind of okay. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Zach. Oh, I meant to. Sorry, I was supposed to. While you were talking, I was supposed to do this. I was a little delayed. Well, I'm sorry about it. There's Derrin. All right. Up next, we got Dank, who's playing the Paladin of the Beverage. Dank, the murder hobo himself. How's it going?
Yeah, that is me. Well, we are in a bit of a pickle. There are 2 enigmas. One of them remembers a different Dank. And we're going to figure out what's going to go on with that. But first, we have to get the hell out of here. And just because I've got a thing that can open holes in walls does not mean I should use it on doors. I learned that lesson the hard way.
Yeah. Surely I wouldn't do that to you again, right?
Yeah, you would.
You would 100% do that again.
1000%.
This time it would be worse.
Significantly.
Exactly. You just instantly murder.
All right. Well, thank you, Dank. I'm glad you guys are getting used to how I play the game.
Good time.
Oh, no, I'm a super fun DM, guys. It's just good times. Just positive vibes.
Help!
Here.
He's holding us hostage.
Up next, we got Caitlin, who's playing Naela. Caitlin, how's it going?
Yeah, I just saved a kid who broke his legs, and I learned surgery.
You did. You saved a kid, and there's somebody else.
And the dude I needed you to save.
And a man who I have no idea who he is.
Yep. None of you have any idea who he is.
Yeah. Such is the way it goes sometimes. Maybe you'll get to know him a little bit. Cool. Thanks, Caitlin. And last but not least, we got Mori, who's playing Cassidy for you guys. How's it going, Mori?
Well, right now I'm a little stressed. My baby is not answering his phone calls, so that's always good. So now Mama is stressed.
Yeah.
Was about to run off when had to lift a half dead man out of a hole.
Yeah. I'm just getting in the way, slowing you down.
I need to point out that Waywatcher is the best fucking player of hide and seek.
He's
Pretty
pretty
much
good.
true.
He's pretty good at it. Although I don't know if it's like entirely his fault right now that that you can't get him to answer.
No.
But he is pretty good at hide and seek. He turned off all his lights.
No.
He got on the ceiling. Like he wedged himself in that corner by the
He
main room.
Me and
Mama
Maury were
is-
literally screaming about it.
Yeah. Mama is not blaming baby for an inability to answer phone call.
Yeah, we blame
So-
the uncle.
What we have
I
here is
think
a
we know.
failure to
I
communicate.
think we know who you're gonna blame. I think.
Oh, yeah.
I think we,
It's all my fault.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd be surprised
Just,
if you don't die.
I
just so
would
we put it
too.
out here now, player is not mad at you, just character is.
Okay.
What? Really?
I as player 100% understand why you did what you did. Probably would have done the same thing in your shoes, so
Fair.
yeah.
Right on. Well, well,
There's
before we get into what happened last time, I need to get used to like doing some proper shout outs at the beginning as well as the end. So let me just go ahead and shout out a couple things now. Gerblin, who's playing the Enigmas for you guys today, can be found on twitter.com/sketching space. Also does a lot of artwork for the show and stuff, and all other artwork too. So go check out and say hi. If you're watching on YouTube, the link's in the description below. Of course, if you're in the Twitch chat, it's right there. You can also see another artist, I Otaku Hime, on their
Ace of Wands did these.
fair enough. I was gonna shout them both out, but
Oh, okay.
The old art for Cassidy was done by Ayataku Hime. Of course, the new art is done by Ace of Wands Designs. Where go Ace of Wands contact information? You're right here.
Ergo, where go?
It's because it starts with the A, so it puts it all the way at the top. Is alphabetical order. So you can follow Ace of Wands Designs on Instagram, TikTok, and Coffee. Right there, or Ko-fi, as I used to call it. A lot of awesome artwork coming out of there lately. So go check out. Say hi. And don't forget, the murder hobo needs rocket fuel. So that's what powers his murdering. So go to buymeacoffee.com/brokendank and get Dank some nos. Fuel up his next killing spree. And of course, like our Discord's public. You can jump in the Discord. It's public. The link's down there in the description too. It's free. And you can jump in and you can see the things like the Chaos channel, which might be popping up on screen tonight. That's where they love to post all the memes. You can get a good summary of the entire episode through that channel. So it's hilarious. It's funny stuff. They're posting Rocket Man memes for some reason right now, and there's Pickle Rick. Awesome. There's a Nos. Awesome. Okay, so what happened on the last episode of Broken, folks?
And if we scroll back up in the chaos and look at the menu, there's the summary there.
There is. That is one way to do it. Let me just scroll up and take a look. I just stepped in a big pile of sassy. I'm not sure. Don't threaten me with a good time. And it says also Enigma. So last time you guys were working on rescuing the Reem and the kid from the collapsed tower. And I think you may manage to like stabilize him, although there was a close call there.
Yeah.
Levi helped him out quite a bit.
Yeah. Did I don't remember. Did Naela pick up on the Levi thing?
I didn't know if you would have had me make a roll for that. It was mentioned, but it was never actually done.
Do you want to make a roll for it?
Kinda, yeah.
All right. Make a roll. Dun, dun, dun. As we're talking about what happened last time, just make the roll down. Has Naela, while you're okay, success. All right. So has Naela ever met another vagabond of the wild?
I don't think so.
Yeah, because you and Ernest mostly kept isolated, right?
Yeah. Except for the occasional people that they tried to save, but it didn't work out.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it might be a big deal for you. Because you recognize something familiar about him. And you know, I think you probably get the gist of what it is. You just probably have like an innate sense for it. You know, like what's the word? I did the same thing last episode. What's the word? Instinct. You have some kind of instinct about it. I remember saying that last episode. So yeah, I think you definitely know. We'll figure out what you do with that information. So you guys got them out of there, you, Ernest, and Cassidy, right? You rescued the kid, you got him stabilized and good. And the folks at the bunker had an issue with the bunker like locking down or something. It was venting oxygen, right? And then you guys managed to stop that by Amagine cutting the power, basically, like the backup power. Bunker locked down, you're sealed inside, but you can breathe, so that's a positive. Although there's no light, right? And I think that's where we left off, was you were debating whether to cut through the door with the power sword.
Yep.
Yeah. And we said no.
Absolutely not.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, why don't we jump back over with you folks at the bunker then? I guess I actually, while I'm on this screen, I want to go ahead and put the original Enigmas token back on the title screen. While I'm thinking about it, now we'll just have 2 Enigma tokens on the title screen for the time being.
Oh goodness.
Dun dun dun.
There's another one made. Wait, let's get a third one in here. No.
We'll just have
Get
to
the one from Team B rolled in.
We'll just have to have you keep doing more and more art for all the different
Yes.
every
You say
individual.
that, but I very much would.
Do it.
Okay. Well, as we fade back into the group of you in this dark bunker, what are you all doing?
Looking dejectedly at the beam sword. It's like, it's not gonna work.
So, how about that weather?
It's wet and weathery.
Kind of dark, with the whole power outage thing.
Well, that's inside. Weather doesn't happen inside; it happens outside.
No. I meant the power outage outside.
Oh, that's fair too.
Yeah.
Let's see. So there's an emergency release thing for the door, but the door doesn't have power, so it's not going to work. We pushed the button and nothing happened. What if we hooked up a power source to the door release?
Do we have a power source?
I have a beam sword.
I don't think that's going to be strong enough.
It's strong enough to generate a beam of plasma. It should be strong enough to power a door for a couple of seconds.
Eh. There's different like types of power for that.
Hey, Dank.
It.
It occurs to you that you have another power source in the room.
No.
I didn't know. I'm in enough trouble.
We all get what you're putting down, but no.
All right, I just wanted to put that thought in your head.
The other thing that I could do is maybe rig a couple of the energy rounds for the rifle into like a battery pack kind of thing, and I don't know. Can I have mechanics to MacGyver this?
So you're wanting to make a power source. I think do you have electronics skill? I don't know that mechanics would really apply to.
Oh, maybe. Got a lot of skills. Let me look through my sheets. I gotta have something. Firearms, stealth, stringed instruments, violence, physical activities, distraction, drawing aggro, perception, tracking, fungal tolerance, attention to detail, combat reflexes, mechanics, insight, morale boost, danger sense, knife work, dark vision, nonverbal communication, the power of friendship with this gun I found, another morale boost.
I forgot you had that one.
How? He brings it up every chance he gets.
Sword fighting, torture, first aid, another danger sense, more perception, more sword fighting, literacy.
Got a shitload of memories.
Yeah, I do.
Why do you not have your skills organized on your sheet?
I'm looking at my
You're
journal.
not supposed to. What?
He's got 5 journal pages, you guys.
Yeah, I've got.
Oh my fucking god!
Yeah.
We literally have a thing on our like
Well, yeah,
regular.
but that's for skills, not memories.
I can assure you
Cognitive
all,
defense and perception roll of 3s.
Dank
But
has
that's where we're
by
supposed to
far
have
the
all of
most
our
memories.
skills.
I
Skills listed with their bonuses.
don't actually do that because I am a doofus.
No, I did not. That's for different things, I thought.
It's for the
Oh,
same thing to make ease of figuring this out, so you don't have to do exactly what I just did there.
Yeah, like each skill goes to something. Like I have skills for programming, I have skills for mechanics, hand-to-hand combat, and that's where they go.
Yeah,
Like you
the
don't
only
put-
one
you
I
don't
have
put the actual
listed
memories
there.
but
Yeah, the only one I have listed there is stealth, and that's because that's one of the ones I started with.
Yeah, that's the only. I only have fast talking there because that's all I have there.
But yeah, that makes sense. No, I don't have anything for electronics.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll just say like mechanics. Like if you were trying to take the lock off the door, then I think mechanics would apply. But if you're trying to make a power source, I feel like it would be more of like electronics role.
I don't want to use my last 3 memory points.
I understand. You got
Here,
somebody.
let
you,
me.
you got somebody in the room with you who can help you with that.
All right, so I have an idea, but I don't know how to pull this off. I then re-explain my idea of making a power source out of some of the energy rounds for the energy rifle to hook to the door release to open the door.
I'm not great at doing that.
What about one of the two of you?
Enigma just kind of shrugs and sort of like half side eyes, but doesn't like actually look at MG, who just goes, I don't know. I'm not great with electronics.
Well, I guess the hacking stuff isn't really electronics.
I mean, I think I have something I could try. I don't know if it's gonna help 100%, but I guess it'd be something.
Worth a shot, yeah.
Okay.
What's the plan?
Well, you see me like lift my hand like and point it up at the ceiling, and you don't really see anything else. But I'm guessing that there's like there's something that the audience sees, probably.
Yeah, we get our trademark blue lens flare, I think. And what is it? Does it describe anything else for this?
Nope, just that I get the memories.
It does mention the putting your hands up thing. Did you get them all at once?
Yes.
All right. So this would be quite the Remembrance event. Then. So it'd probably come off a lot more dramatic than most of our other ones, because you're getting flooded with several different memories at the same time. We might hear the voice of the person these memories belong to, which would be a familiar face. I don't know if we'd recognize it as the audience, but it would sound like an older woman talking. And do you want me to read the memories off, or do you want to read them?
I can if you want.
If you want to, go for it.
Okay. The first one, I remember the docks of my childhood. Nataku has changed much since then. My mother and father raised their children with an even fairness and love. A small fishing family living along Nataku's waters, the truest source of the vault. They taught us how to take just enough from Nataku's dark waters, never too much. We worked in harmony with our own slicers to ferry rafts to the best fishing areas, using batteries as lures. We were close to our beasts. They were a part of us, and we cared for them as we did one another. It was easier then to keep your power flowing. The Arku hadn't yet found as many ways to temper the flow from the core. And another, I remember the first lessons my parents taught me about Kabadu and the importance of us living in harmony with it. Our daily routines kept our bodies and minds as one with our home. Every minute movement filled with reason and purpose, like a complex work of art and adaptation. The importance of this was paramount, for we were taught from a young age that living in harmony with Kabadu instead of fighting it is the first hurdle to surviving its grip. Another, I remember reaching the age of learning of Nataku's past. As a Kamu, everyone must learn where we come from in order to understand the whole. I would one day be a wise folk as my parents were, and the story of the 4 convoys was my earliest lesson. The ingenuity of a small group of people from far away in Nibiru settled Nataku with minimal supplies. This was a feat thought impossible, but through 30 cycles of hard work, not only on Nataku's vault, but also on their own inner selves, they faced the impossible darkness of the Umbra. Given enough time, they became one with it and eventually thrived in that darkness. Another. I remember the look on my mother and father's faces when they realized the Arku was pushing for more and more control of our people and vault. Our flow of power now depended entirely on them, and while our people had always stressed the lesson of becoming one with Kabadu, many in Nataku now were coming from outside, seeing the mysteries of Nataku as a mysterious oddity and seeking to explore its depths in search of valuable technologies and lost knowledge. In irony, newcomers seeking knowledge often fail to learn the most valuable knowledge in front of them, to be as one with the Kabadu. Through the cycles, they've merged with our people, and many live life here also, far from the core. My forebears say that we must try to come from a place of understanding, that deep down we're all part of the same thing, even if some struggle more than others to realize it. It is for them that we continue to try and work with the Arku, because they are a reflection of us. Submit the world and flip its head to stare humanity at its toes. It's only by working together that we can all survive whatever the Umbra and its Kabadu brings. And a final one. I remember all the working pieces of the peoples working towards the greater whole. Over time, the Kamu brought with them from far away many beliefs that merged with our own. The cults of Silence's water worshippers, the pilgrims in their chapel, the Church of the Holy Wound, the vagabonds. While we know for certain the church comes from outside, we no longer know which of these schools of thought came first in Nataku's founding, only that we work together for a greater purpose.
All right. Thank you, Zach. So you're flooded with these memories, the thoughts of another person. A little bit more insight into this this person's sort of outlook on the world. What does that look like as you suddenly get this knowledge? How do you react?
Trying to think of how Derrin would react. I don't think I would react very much, honestly.
That's fair.
I'm kind of used to having a poker face, so
yeah.
Maybe there'd probably be a little bit of a wince, just because I imagine that it would be a little bit uncomfortable to have all that just hit me all at once.
Yeah. A bit overwhelming. Yeah. And you'd probably get images and stuff with it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What do you do?
I kind of sort through them and kind of realize there's not a whole lot that this gave me to do with what we're doing right now, but it's definitely something that will be interesting to kind of have access to.
Okay.
I tried something. I don't think it necessarily gave me much to use here. It'd be kind of interesting to see if I can use it somewhere else, though.
So, just so I guess the players know, the skills he got from that is +1 to fauna understanding was the first one. I would say you can use that for like communication. You can use that for a lot of things, caring for animals.
Yeah.
You can use that for a lot of things. I try to make that a little bit versatile with just like animal stuff. The second one was +1 to 2G survival adaptation. This might help you. If Kabadoo starts to get worse on you, we've seen some of the effects already. You guys are trying to learn the meditation exercises and the yoga and stuff. It could help with, if you wanted to go out towards the Way of Lanterns, explore those flooded countries, it probably come into play there.
Well, no, because I'm going to lose this. I lose them after I give them back.
That's right. Well, you guys some of the group was talking about going into the flooded countries soon.
Yeah, but I only have 5 sessions.
Okay. We'll see. I think you might still be able to get some use out of that. Yep. The third one was Unbreak History. The fourth one, Diplomacy. And the last one, Religion.
Yeah, I think those last 3 are going to be the most useful. Maybe fauna understanding. I think 2G survival will be nice if there's anything that like hits in between, but I think that one's going to be kind of a oddball, but I don't think it's going to be, it's definitely not bad.
Okay. All right. So he puts his hands up towards the air and something happens. Although it's not really observable for you. Dank and Enigmas. What are you guys doing? He says he can't. It looks like it won't help much for this.
Okay, so you did something there, but that ain't it, Chief.
No, doesn't seem like it. It was a risk.
Wait, Waywatcher knows how to do electric stuff.
Yeah, that was my thought too.
Waywatcher. Do you think you could use some of these things to somehow open this door?
Waywatcher, we need you to solve this point and click for us.
What tools do you have available?
I've got a couple of energy rifle rounds. I've got. Let's see what else. Got a bit of wire. Pipe. I don't think that's going to be that useful. Oh, what else? Can of WD-40. Some rags. A lock-picking set.
We'll just grease ourselves out.
Amgene speaks up and goes, I mean, there might be something you could find around this place.
Bobby, yeah, that's a thing too.
I mean, I'll look around since I'm not of too much help.
You called it an energy rifle, right, Dank?
Yep, that's what you had me write it down as.
The rounds for the item designated energy rifle would not suffice as enough of a power source for this task. However, it is possible that I could use the power source from the rifle itself with the right equipment.
But that's my only working ranged weapon. I don't have any bullets for my other gun.
Everything comes at a cost.
I don't know if I want to give up my gun to open the door. That sounds. I might need the gun when the door is open.
Just kill another Enki and steal their gun.
Well, you know what?
That's supposed to be.
Wait a minute. Does Sassy Enigma have a gun?
Maybe.
Fucking screaming at this thing I found.
I don't know. If you did, would it be visible?
If they do, it's not visible.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
So what you can do here is you can be like, I want to check. Like you can like look at, and make a roll, and then it could be.
Yeah,
like,
I could do a perception-y type, contested roll, I guess.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Okay, let's do that.
All right.
Or
okay.
I got weight of 16.
16. As you like, you look, Amagine, I guess, up and down.
Yeah.
Versus a 13.
Debating on whether or not I want to use some influence on that.
I kind of wish in these situations we could.
Yeah, I think they would use some.
All right. So,
do you mean memory points or influence?
Influence.
Okay.
So the influence, you can re-roll all of them, or you can keep some of those and re-roll whichever dice you want. Up to you. That's how it works. So, like, for example, you could be like, I want to keep the 4 and the 3s, and I'll just re-roll the 1 and the 2. Or you could be like, I want to re-roll, I want to just keep the 4 and re-roll the rest of them. Like, whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm going to re-roll the 1 and the 2.
Okay. So you turn into a 1 and a 3. So go up by 2 to a total of 15.
That's not good enough.
Do you have any more influence points?
Yeah, I've got influence. I'm gonna re-roll that one.
Okay, all right.
Woo!
Wow. Would you like the 1 or the 1? You can have whichever of those rolls you like.
I'll take the 1, please.
Or I could go again. I think it's telling me he's just gonna see it, and I'm fine with that.
Okay. Yeah. So what is it? Is it like under your jacket or something, and he like just sees the shape of the weapon, or like what is it that tips him off?
Probably like hidden under a jacket, and it's just like you can see either the shape of it or like
A slight bulge under the clothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to give up my gun, but you can give up your gun. I say as I point my gun at Sassy Enigma.
Is it even?
We're doing this again, really?
But
When
yes,
I tried
yes.
to save your life? Okay.
Yes. No hard feelings.
I don't believe that.
I mean, it's fair and valid, but we got to get out of here. There's things that need to be done, and we can't do them if we stand around here bickering. And I am not going to go out into whatever the hell is going on out there without a firearm.
And you're willing to leave me without mine.
You always knew that I was a better marksman than you. If something comes up, do you really think anybody else in this group would be a better shot?
I may have learned a thing or two since we last met.
Yeah, but you haven't learned a thing or three.
Promise you won't kill me, and I'll agree to these terms.
Look, if I was going to kill you, I probably would have did so already. I don't want to kill you, but I am a little bit freaked out by the situation we're in.
Fair. And, yeah, they'll hand over their weapon. Well, they'll hand over their gun.
I can live with that. Be kind of shitty to leave you completely defenseless.
What's the gun that you hand over? What's it called?
I would have to go find where I wrote that down. Hold on. Hold, please.
Hang on, I'll check. Oh, I gotta look at the right thing. Hang on. Is this it? No, I don't think it is.
I don't think you ever gave me a specific.
Are you looking in the DMs? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking for like I thought you had a sheet with like an inventory on it. Oh, okay, yeah, I see what I said. Well, given our recent conversation, I would think it's the same kind of gun that you have. Think that makes sense.
How did she hide a whole ass rifle under clothes like that though, while still moving around?
It could have been on the back or something, maybe.
That's fair.
It's a Enki energy rifle, is what I'm telling you.
Okay. Does it look any different than the one I have? Any significant markings, anything like that?
I suppose that's up to you, Gerblin.
The only like markings that are on it, I mean, it's probably a little scuffed from like fighting with it or whatever. And then there's on like the stock or whatever, there's like a few sort of like tick marks that have been carved in.
All right, fair enough. I hand Waywatcher my energy rifle.
Okay, so you're gonna keep this one and then hand Waywatcher yours. All right. Sure. Okay.
What tools do you have provided?
Oh, yeah. Lockpicking tools, some wire, can of WD-40, the crowns for the energy rifle, and I could part with the non-functioning or damaged beam sword.
So no, like
Screwdriver? No.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
nothing like. Or
I've
like,
got a combat knife that I could use as a screwdriver.
okay.
Enigma does pipe up and go, "What tools do you need, Waywatcher?"
That is a good question. Yeah.
Hmm. Waywatcher says
Something to strip wires would be helpful. Pliers, perhaps. Voltometers could also be useful. Do you have any of these?
Dank's headset died. Give him just a minute.
Amgene is gonna. Oh god, yeah. If he's gone, hold on.
Hold your titties.
Your knife could also be used for this.
yeah, I mean the knife would come in handy, but a couple other things you'd need.
But
Well, Dank has an aneurysm and collapses on the floor. What are the rest of you
Instant
doing?
death.
no, not allowed.
Oh, he's
Welcome back.
you back? You back with us?
Maybe.
Maybe not.
Maybe, maybe not.
We could jump over to the other group right here, I guess.
Yeah, for now.
What did I miss?
Okay,
Oh, there you are.
You're back.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, so
Yeah.
Waywatcher basically said wire strippers, pliers, your knife could be used for some of the stuff. What else did it say? A voltometer could be useful for this. I think that was the gist of it.
Also, a small drill would be useful.
Well, I have a knife. I could strip the wires with the knife.
Do you have?
Yeah, Amgene pipes up and says, "Yeah, we can search for whatever else this place might have."
Once stripping the wires, some kind of adhesive would be useful. A recommendation would be something I found in a local databank called fish tape.
Fish tape.
There's actually a real thing called fish tape. But he's probably referring to basically a local duct tape, because I think actual fish tape is like metal. Hang on, let me look. There is a real thing called fish tape, but
Yeah, it's for getting wires out of pipes and stuff.
yeah.
Oh my god, it's a real thing.
But he said adhesive, so he's probably. I didn't know if duct tape would be like a thing.
I do have duct tape.
Do you?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that would be useful then. You could use that. It would work. Like you could seal the wires with duct tape. It's probably not going to be the best thing to use. Like electrical tape would be ideal, but it'll do the trick.
We're just trying to get the door open once.
Yeah, you don't want to short circuit just for like one use.
Oh wait, was it other Dank that had duct tape? Hang on.
Probably.
Yeah, other Dank had the duct tape. This Dank did not.
Look
Right,
at ya.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is, it's gonna have to take the gun apart, right? Like, and get to the power cell or whatever is in it, and then connect that to the door and the door's systems. Needs a drill to like drill into the door and the gun, probably a small drill for the gun. Pliers. It has limbs with magnets on them, so it could use the tools, but it just needs the tools. So like, the thing is, like, there's two different kinds of little robot things in the book, right? One of them is the Waywatcher. The other one is called a Fixer AI. The Fixer AI is the one you guys saw on the train as the other group.
Yeah, that got yeeted.
Yeah, and he's got all the tools. He's made to fix stuff, right? He's the one with all the tools. Whereas the Waywatcher is mostly for like, I think, used for like communications, scouting.
Yeah. Okay, well, we should probably search the facility for some of the things.
Quick perception test.
Okay. Make a.
Start looking for those specific tools.
Jesus Christ, that's a lot of
Holy
fours.
Christ, Dank.
I find everything.
Stop that!
Why
You're
do you roll
taking
so many?
everybody's scores.
You
Stop
roll.
taking all of our fours.
That's like my 7th perception rule of 3.
I know. Stop it.
So you rolled 6 dice
I'm
and 5
mad.
of
You
them
better
were
give
fours.
those to other people.
That's the plan.
Okay. So you take a
Just to clarify what I'm about to do, I'm going to be listening for shit because I'm like, they're looking at everything. They're probably going to find something, so I'm listening. I'm going to see if there's anything weird happening,
okay.
just in case.
Oh, heck, I
Okay.
got to roll twice. There's 2 of me looking. Hold on.
I also got a rule of 3s.
Darren hears
Oh,
a drill.
no.
One doesn't find shit.
Which one rolled the major failure, Gerblin?
That would be Enigma.
Okay.
He's distracted by Waywatcher.
Very descriptive.
All right.
Amgene was successful.
Okay. Okay. So Darren's listening. Everyone else is looking for things. Do you guys like spread out, or do you all stick together while you're looking?
I would assume we stick together.
I want to spread out because y'all searching for things is going to be loud.
Fair enough.
Okay.
All right.
I like you guys can stick together, but I'm gonna go over here.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Dank, you go. There's a couple rooms towards the back that you find. There's the one with the like the corpse, really old corpse in it on a table, and the one like the big machine with all the hoses coming off of it.
Luscious.
There's a desk in there that has some tools. And you probably find a few like on the ground under the desk. And like you're just going through all the drawers on all the, you get done there, you go to another room. You find a couple of the other tools. You end up getting all of the tools that you need. The other thing you find, is a like you open up a drawer on like some random desk in a room. And you find like the door, it looks empty at first, but like you pull it up open in a hurry, so like it catches, right? And you hear the only thing in the drawer come sliding to the front, like it slides across the bottom of the drawer when it catches, because you're opening it so quickly. And it's a dusty old pair of sunglasses.
Do they look like the ones that I already have?
They look like the ones you saw in the video on the monitor a few minutes ago.
Okay.
But they're like just covered in dust. Okay. So you find all the tools you would need. Adhesive tape. You can even find some extra stuff if you want to just be looking for it.
Okay.
So like if you got an idea, just let me know. I'll be like, yeah, sure, add it to your inventory. Don't be ridiculous, like within reason. Stuff you might actually find here. Okay.
Potentially more energy rounds.
Yeah. Roll me. How many energy rounds do you have right now?
I have 13.
All right. Roll me 3d10.
Damn.
Okay.
All right. You find another 19.
Not bad.
You also find an old credit stick.
Sweet.
Roll 5d100. 294 credits on it.
Not bad.
Okay. Now, Derrin, you're listening.
Listening for the wall spiders.
The bees.
Not the bees.
The power is completely out here. I suppose the weirdest thing that you pick up on is the fact that you don't hear anything. Like it's the quietest, arguably, that it's ever been in an Otaku since you got here.
I don't like that.
You're deep in this bunker, like in the belly of the machinery of this place, right? And you can't hear any machinery moving. Like there's no, like since you've gotten here, even at all times, you can almost, if you listen really, really carefully and just like complete silence, you don't almost hear the faint running of like oxygen systems or the circle, like the giant generator in the middle of the city. Like you might just be able to feel the vibration of that, of different systems like that running. The eerie thing about this is you don't hear any of that. There's no nearby backup system running. There's nothing on right now. Nothing that you can perceive. I think that's the unsettling part of it.
Okay. I see.
No, you hear.
I echolocate.
Amagine. You see Dank find a couple things. Looks like those glasses. Maybe some more rounds. I don't know if you know about the critic stick. But
That's fair.
you do notice he gets a couple tools at least. Those glasses and I think the rounds.
Fair enough.
The room that you find the glasses in is just like a big open white room that has a desk in it that's like the desk was actually turned up on its side. Also the desk is like the only thing in the room that isn't like white. There's like recessed lighting in the room. It seems to have like a open and closable like shutter on it. But they're just open. It's like some of them are half stuck, halfway open and stuff like that. The desk is like a stainless steel color, but it's like turned up on its side facing the door to the room. I think maybe there's another desk beside it that's like upright, and that's the one that you find the glasses in. It's also stainless steel. They're both like stainless steel. There's also drag marks from the desk to the door, both desks to the door. And maybe the rounds were in that desk too. No bodies. Nothing else in the room. What do you guys do?
I mean, I'm going to bring the tools back to Waywatcher.
Okay.
Waywatcher will get to work on this task.
It's going to take him a little while because he's working with one tool at a time. But yeah, he holds out one of his appendages and the magnet kicks on and grasps one of the tools. He makes some robot noises. And then he starts to walk along the floor over towards the door. Starts to climb up the wall and get to the side of the door. I think the first thing he grabbed is probably the small drill. And he starts drilling into the wall, like adjacent to the wall that the door is on. So like say the door is at the end of a hallway, he'd be like drilling into the side wall near the door.
Right.
So he starts working on it, but it's going to take him some time. Is there anything you guys want to do while he's doing that? Or are you just like holding the rest of them at gunpoint the whole time? like what are you guys doing?
Has anybody got some food?
No, actually.
Oh. Do I have any food? I don't think I have any food.
You would have had an opportunity to get some at the end. When you guys were at the Black.
Did we take it with us is the question.
I'm pretty sure we just ate there.
Yeah, me too.
Enigma kind of pulls out a handful of like rations or whatever and just kind of tosses one over to Dank.
Okay.
Amgene's just like, yeah, it's a good thing that one has some, because I do too, but I don't think you'd trust anything from me.
You'd be surprised. Okay, how many points does it cost to do this?
A lot.
I don't think it's a lot.
I'm joking.
That is kind of a lot. It costs 3.
Yeah, it's 3.
Oh. Okay. It's worth it. It's worth it. Plus, it helps the party. I'm gonna remember which page. It's artisan, so I want it on the page of the hero. Oh, I'm gonna take my +1 to perception memory from my 4th journal page and put it into one of the rations.
All right. The ration is. Do you know what it looks like, Gerblin, or you want? Is it okay if I describe it?
Go for it.
It's like a plastic bag, kind of, but it's white plastic and it's opaque. And it's like a square, and it has like at the top in one corner, it has like a perforation where you would grab it and tear it open. Inside, once you open it, you can see inside. Is a very dried, blue, kind of flaky square.
Pretty sure he wants to put it into the food and not the packaging.
Right.
Yeah, I got you. It's fine. You can put it. You can
Just
put it.
making sure.
You can put it into the food, no problem. I'm just describing what the food is.
Yeah. I just thought it'd be funny if you did it for both, and it's like, oh well, you talked about not wanting to eat ball bearings. Well, now you got to eat plastic.
No. It's just like it's got kind of got the consistency of like super dried bread, sort of.
Ale bread.
But it's definitely not. It's some kind of plant material, I guess. Probably fungus.
Fungus bread.
Yeah. It's almost like
High tea bread.
like moldy, like super moldy bread. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of what it would have the
vibe.
like a super moldy, like hardened piece of bread that just like you touch it and it gets crumbs everywhere, you know what I mean?
So it's like a
Nature Valley bar.
Nature Valley bar, but made out of mushrooms.
Yeah, sure. Like old dehydrated, compressed mushrooms, yeah.
Sawdust, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna put it in a game chat here. Where
See the
take it off my page. And it's empty now.
Okay.
And who is our person who is like the worst at looking at stuff here?
I'm decent.
Probably one of the twins.
One of the Wonder Twins.
Okay. What does this action actually look like?
Which revelation is this?
Revelation of the Artisan.
Is it in the original book? It is.
Yep.
I think, right. What does it say for the revelation?
This revelation makes it possible for the vagabond to store memories and objects, thereby losing them. The object can be ingested to recover that memory. This makes it possible for people to acquire memories that are not theirs. They will be aware that those are not their memories. Forgetting memory also means the bonus/penalty it contains is lost. Make sure you note down which memory you have stored and where.
I just realized you could like ambush someone with a negative memory.
You totally could. It'd be like
poison them with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
What
this wine
revelation
bottle.
is that?
Artisan.
And it can be okay. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really describe what it looks like in the revelation. So up to you.
Most of them don't. Yeah.
I'd stare at the horrible mushroom Nature Valley bar. You see the blue lens flare, and then like I'm kind of like unfocused for a second, and then coming to, like I just snapped out of a daydream.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Who do you hand it to?
I hand it to Enigma.
Yeah, Enigma kind of takes it back and is just like, I thought you were gonna eat this.
You should eat that one. It'll help you see things more clearly.
Okay.
That's disturbing. You do realize you're like not making them want to probably eat it, right?
It'll happen when it happens. How would you explain this to somebody else, honestly?
That is also worse somehow. It'll happen when it happens.
Just puts it pack in pack and like goes through all the other rations and then suddenly eats this one and bam.
That'll be interesting.
Accidentally hands it to some rando.
So you forget this memory, Dank.
Yes.
When you do this, it is gone forever.
Yep.
Well, I mean, if he ate the thing again, he'd get it back.
Yeah. But assuming you're not going to be the one eating it, you actually lose the memory itself. Like
that is correct.
Just like I will lose these borrowed memories when I shake this person's hand.
Right.
That has been removed from journal page 4.
Don't just shake a poor sinner's hand.
Is Dank aware that he is losing memories here?
I think the way you're aware that you've lost something. That's how the revelation works.
You just can't quite put your finger on it.
Yeah.
How do you remember something you forgot?
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly. You remember something is gone, just not what it was.
I imagine it kind of like that feeling when you're trying to recall a dream, but you can't remember what somebody's face looked like in the dream.
Right.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because technically I think we always know when we activate a thing, a revelation.
Right.
So he knows he did what he did. He just doesn't know what he put into the thing because he can't remember it.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, you don't even know what memory you put in there, technically.
I would remember the intent behind the action.
Yeah.
This is also true.
That's why I was like vague about it. It'll help you see things more clearly. That could mean a lot of things.
You can see how, like, over time, this could really change a character. Like, could change their outlook on a lot of things. They're forgetting things. They're getting new memories.
The funny thing is, the name doesn't fit until you think about it as like, oh, they're sculpting themselves.
Yeah. Yeah. And I love how it says immediately sheds away a piece of their past when you do this. So cool. All right. Cool. Well, are you saving it for a rainy day, Enigma?
Yeah, I don't know that they would eat it right away.
Fair enough.
Who sus?
It would be funny though. It's like remembering that would freak your character out.
Yeah, it probably would, just a little bit.
Yeah, mostly.
Okay. So I think is there anything else you guys would like to do before we cut over to the other folks? No? Okay.
I think that's it.
So we see like Waywatcher.
I'm gonna mess around with the shovel. That's what I'm gonna do.
You're gonna mess around with the shovel. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Like flipping around, doing tricks with it or whatever.
All right. Sure. We fade out on that. And we fade over to the rest of the crew. I think you all were at the tower still, right?
We were literally on the side of the road, and Naela just saved this man.
Okay. Cassidy, you were still there, weren't you?
Yeah.
I don't know why I had your token pulled off to the side.
Before we saved Reem, she had walked off to try to contact Waywatcher.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah, so we come back in, and yeah, you still can't reach Waywatcher. Reem and the kid are still hanging out by the side of the road. There's other people going through the rubble, trying to see if there's any more people in there. What are you all doing?
Smelling Reem.
You're smelling him?
You just said that her instincts of Levi being present, and so she's like, does he? She's trying to. She doesn't know how to respond to this.
Yeah.
Because she's never met someone with her habitat before, ever. I'm sure she's met some from some of the other habitats, but none of her own specifically.
Yeah. Okay. Make a smell check. Make a smell roll.
Don't even have that. It's just a straight roll. It's fine. It's rolls for sniffing people. He's like, he smells like death.
Yeah, I think it's mostly overpowered by the smell of iron from his blood. From the wound. Yeah, there might be something there that you just can't quite put your finger on. Something different. But you can't place it. You're not sure what it is exactly. He smells like metal, and rust from the building, and blood.
What you do there, friend? With your eyeball.
You're asking him.
Yep.
He kind of grunts. He's like looking at his wound. He says, "Oh, did my eyes do that thing? Must be Levi looking out for me." And he kind of like gives like a sigh of relief. He goes, "Oh, thanks, Levi. It's always good having you around."
Levi, a good friend of yours?
He looks you up and down.
Oh my god, we both suck at everything.
And he says, yeah, well, you see, Levi's this doctor I met, traveled left, a few cycles ago, went back up to Charchamesh, but he put me on this medication for this illness I had, and it just made me a little bit stronger. I think maybe that's why I was able to hang on like I did. Make like a insight check.
Oh my god. No, bro. No, we're fixing that. I don't like that. I'm okay with
Naela's buying this shit so hard.
Having a good time over here in the chaos.
Oh my
Yeah,
god, what
I
the
see
fuck?
that. I see.
At least it's not a major failure.
Okay, that's a fail. So, yeah, you don't know that you don't pick up anything. We, the audience, might pick up on it. Like he might say it in a way that's like really poor acting, because he fancies himself an actor. So he might say it in a way where it's like he's reading a script or something, obviously, but you don't pick up on it. Yeah.
I thought you were talking about somebody else. Sorry. You should really try to clean around the area, but be careful. Don't rip your sutures out or anything like that.
Yeah, he's not picking at it, but he's like touching the area around it, kind of prodding it and kind of wincing a little bit.
Smack his hand like, stop it.
He's like, careful. I almost died. I've got an open wound. You don't be smacking at it. You're not supposed to do that. That's not very careful.
Who do you think saved your ass? It wasn't your Levi friend. Your Levi friend was not fucking here. It was me. You're welcome.
All right. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Guess
Now
I gotta
stop touching it.
He kind of just stares at you for a second. He lowers his hand. You can tell he makes a face like, oh, it itches now. Like it itches more than it did. Like he's wincing, trying not to touch it.
Is there anything else that we can help you with?
Me? No, I'm fine. We just need to figure out how to get the circle back up and going. I'm kind of worried about the people here. I mean, I was gonna be leaving Otaku soon anyways, but leaving him like this doesn't feel right.
Where are you headed to? Find more power supply? Kind of cocks her head to the side, almost like how a dog does.
Well, actually, I was thinking about heading to Asher. It's a long trip, I know. But I've been trying to make it out of the Umbra for a long time now.
Quick, let's go with him.
And it's just like, every time I finally figure out a way to leave, something goes wrong with the trade routes or the Arku, or there's just always some trouble,
Man, fuck the Arku and fuck the Enki. They can both kiss my ass.
Enki, huh?
Oh god, they're gross. Look at them in their fancy fucking outfits and their fancy guns and trying to capture people for their sick experiments. It's disturbing.
It says somebody who's wearing some of their armor.
Not
So,
that they're aware of.
PJ.
so you've had some run-ins with them, huh?
Unfortunately, there were some up in that tower, you know.
Oh, really? That's not good. Those guys are bad news for sure. They snatched me up twice. I barely managed to get away. It's another thing.
They've been looking for me and my own for a while now.
Really?
Yeah.
You and with that older guy?
Yeah.
What's the deal with that guy? Something. I appreciate his help and everything. He just I think I've met him before. Is he I didn't see a necklace on him. Is he from Otaku or looks kind of familiar?
We're not from here.
Well, no offense, but you guys both kind of look Gamu. Where are you from?
The sorrows. We were losing resources. That and the Arku kept taking all of our they were essentially taking all of our resources. And we were left with nothing, and those creatures in the shadows kept taking our people. So we left.
Yeah, I guess being from the Sorrows explains why you feel the way you do about the Arku.
How do you feel about them?
Well, I mean, the Arku themselves are okay. It's the Enki I can't stand. But the Arku, they have, well, Asher is huge. There's so many people in that vault, and culture and art. I mean, they have a long history, you know, and well, if there's one place you were wanting to get like a big break, I guess it would probably be in Asher. At least that's what I was hoping for.
Break? Again, kind of tilting her head to the side.
Well, so the thing is, I have this sort of, well, dream, I guess. Well, I've always wanted to be like a actor, you know, like a play kind of thing, right? Well, in Asher, they have these things where it's like you can watch a play. It's kind of like a call, right? But it's on a screen, and they have like stories, and you know, it's all for entertainment.
Play.
Oh, okay. Have you ever read a story? Like,
What's reading?
No. I read signs on the walls and the doors and know the common tongue around here and things like that, but I've never read stories.
oh,
I'm more of a damn, what's it called? A nomad?
okay. So do the nomads that you hung out with, did they ever tell stories? Like, you guys are sitting around like a nice stove, sharing a meal, and somebody's like, "Hey, let me tell you about the time that I got abducted by the Enki twice and got away." Right? And then
Ernest only remembers some things, and it comes in spurts.
okay.
I'm pretty sure he has dementia or something like that. Amnesia? I don't know. Something that affects his brain.
Old timers disease.
Okay. Well, okay. So like a play is like it's like a story that people act out so that you watch it instead of them just telling you everything that happens. And like different people play different parts or like characters in the story, and it's mostly for like entertainment or sometimes like learn things. Like a lot of the ones that I've seen here in Nataku is mostly like to teach lessons and things like that.
Ah, I see. Yeah, no, we didn't really have a whole lot of that in the Sorrows. It was always too dark to watch things, and you always had to watch your back, or some of the creatures might sneak up and murder you. So, yeah, that's about it. But I'm glad you had a dream. I don't really have one. I don't really have enough time to have one. Cassidy, do you have a dream?
Like she's just staring at him blankly.
Well, look, no offense, but you got to have something that you look forward to, right? I mean, that's that's the only thing that can keep you going if you're having as much problems with the Enki as I've had. You got to have something to like a goal. Like even if you don't ever think you're going to make it to like Asher and become a big successful actor, like right? Like at least it gives me a reason to keep living, right?
Oh, I have my Waywatcher. I have my family. I have enough. I keep them safe.
Okay, well,
I mean, I suppose
Speaking
if I
of,
were.
half our family is missing, and Waywatcher will not answer.
Oh, God. Is that what you were trying to do?
Yes, I'm going to go find them.
Oh, shit. All right. I should go with you.
We're in danger.
You watch the one with the hole in him.
no, I'll be fine. I'll be all right.
Mhm.
I think somebody said they were going to take a lot of us over to it's like a nearby building. Like they're setting up like a makeshift like I think he said medicine unit or something. Like they got beds, he was saying. One of the guys around here.
It's potentially Enki, though. Do we really want to take Ernest to it?
What do you mean it's potentially Enki?
One of our own found something interesting and has run off.
Wait.
Decided to stick his nose into something.
Wait. You said that there was Enki up in the tower, right? And you're saying that one of your friends is involved with them?
No, the tower was a complete accident. The two, I doubt, are connected.
Well, if
You
they're both Enki related, they're connected.
Well,
here's the thing, right? So this particular friend of ours likes to stick their nose in places it doesn't belong. And let me see how many times things have gone badly because of this. Affectionately, Dank, I love you. I'm not actually upset with you.
I thought I was going to be getting this treatment, but no, it's you.
He got it first. That's all.
So now we have to drag him out, as well as the other two people who went after him.
You keep an eye on this one. Make sure he's all right, since apparently we can't trust him to not die.
No, really.
I
I'll
will bring the squeaker to you after I have my fun with him. It will
No.
make him softer.
How many friends do you have here? She's looking at him. That have weapons or shit like that that's actually useful in protecting and defending against the Enki themselves.
yeah. Protecting and defending against, that's hilarious. No, you don't. Are you crazy? No, you don't protect against the Enki or defend. Yeah, you get the hell out of there is what you do.
Cassidy's gonna like tap her chest, the armor. Where do you think we got this?
Look, even if you can take down a couple of their guys, it's just going to anger the rest of them. And then there's more. That's what happens. If a couple of them go missing, they just send more and more. It's like, it's like a monster with many heads, right? Like you cut off one and it just gets replaced by two. And then it just makes
maybe you take out the root of the problem.
There is always another one. Trust me, I've met a lot of, like, I think it's safe to say you guys are vagabonds, right? Can we just get that out of the way? I think obviously you're running with a crew of vagabonds, right?
Let them come. They will feed my machines.
Okay, well, you know what? If you guys want to get yourselves killed, you go right on ahead with that.
Yeah, your friend Levi, good old Levi.
Yeah. How do you think I escaped? All right. Yeah, Levi's not a doctor, okay? How do you think I managed to escape? Barely.
Who do you think helps me take care of the garbage?
Look, okay, well, that's great and all, but it doesn't make you invincible, right? Trust me, I know.
Nobody's invincible. Shut the fuck up, Jake.
I realize we have to kill you now to, like, prove a point.
Yeah.
Look, it's not just about you, okay? There's a lot of other vagabonds here in Itaku, okay? You causing a ruckus with the Enki is just going to stir everything up for the rest of them and cause problems for everybody, okay? And
that's what I'm trying to avoid by getting them out.
Does that pile of rubble across the street look like you're avoiding it?
It wasn't something intentional. Them being where they are now is.
Look, you guys killed a couple of them in there, whatever, that's fine. That's great. All right. Good for you. But I'm telling you, I've heard stories from people, even who big groups of strong vagabonds who managed to take down a couple of them. They just come back. Okay? I don't know what they're using, but it
Pretty
doesn't.
sure it's a cloning device.
Okay.
So, start taking out the cloning devices.
We're gonna have to go all over Nibiru for that.
Yeah, you know that they really come from the Antumbra, right?
Yes.
But they're everywhere.
Well, better to start at the bottom and work our way up then, huh?
Look, friend, my question to you is, can I trust you enough to keep Ernest safe while I go and get these Choco Fox out of whatever they've gotten themselves into, or not?
Look, I'm not in any shape to
I
be
think
keeping
Ernest is gonna
anybody
have to
safe.
keep him safe.
He like tries to sit up and he's like, ugh. Like he can't even move.
You or people you know? If I have to take him with me, then I will, but I'd rather not.
Look, the people I know, they don't trust newcomers, okay? Especially newcomers who have got the Enki on them. All right?
Joke's on you. The Enki is after every single vagabond that there is.
Yeah, well.
And with that, she's gonna kind of turn and go, Ernest, we're going.
Yeah, Ernest gets up and he, let's see how Ernest is doing actually. Okay.
Oh God, re-roll those ones. We're not doing that to this poor soul. Please,
All right,
God.
spend an influence point.
I did.
There we
All
go. We lost Zach though.
Oh no!
Hello, Zach?
He'll be back in a second, probably, right?
I love that though. We major failured Zach out of existence.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's completely offline. His internet may have said, bye.
No.
No.
Yeah, so Ernest, maybe he was like sitting outside the room or something. Walks in and he's like, all right, let's go find our friends.
Cassidy's gonna like pat Reem's head before they leave.
Yeah, he kind of like pulls away from you slightly. And he just like shakes his head and looks away from you guys. As you guys walk out of the room, he says, look, there's no use getting yourselves killed, okay? When you guys figure out whatever it is, he goes, you can come and find me at the Better Life. I'm going to be, as soon as I'm good enough to walk, I'm going to be checking in over there, make sure my people are okay.
Naela will nod, and she'll kind of put like her fist over her heart and be like, it's just a silent prayer of Levi keep him safe before she leaves. Because again, she's never met anybody like her, and now that she knows that she's not alone, she's like, don't take him out. This one's cool.
Fair enough. Are you guys heading to the the bunker?
Sure
Yep.
are.
All right. So is it Naela, Ernest, and Cassidy?
I think so, because I don't think Shalim and Udaya would want to go to this.
Cassidy would at least like yell out to them that they are going to find the others to let them know if they want to come.
Yeah, I think they would want to stay where they are because they had people in that building that they were responsible for.
Yeah.
So I think that Shalim and Udaya would want to stay there and try to help those people as much as they can. They'll tell you to check back in with them though.
Well, I guess the question is, which would Ernest prefer?
Ernest is
Stay here.
staying with you.
Okay. All right. I
He's gonna
figured.
let you walk into an inky bunker by yourself
Yeah.
when he has a choice to come.
He said no.
No.
Dad said no.
Ernest is like, I'm keeping you safe. All right.
It's a constant battle of who is keeping who safe.
There. I'll put his name on his token. All right. Let me copy you guys. and
Cassidy
bring-
would use the last known ping to locate them.
Right. And yeah, that would give you basically the location of the bunker. Like you might have to walk around the buildings to find the door, but you'd get the location. Okay, so we see you guys arrive to the alleyway. Why can't I find? It's because it's further down. There we go. Yeah, you come up to this door that's like sealed shut, right? It opens kind of like a garage door where it opens from it like rolls up kind of, or like retracts up. But yeah, you all are basically outside and they're inside. So you roll up to this closed metal door. Give me 1 second and I'll put you guys all on the same screen. But what are you all doing when you get there?
Do I see the code pad?
Yeah, there's a code pad there, but it's not powered. So like it's deactivated. You know, there's the screen on it would be off. There's keys on it, I guess, but like it's not functioning right now.
I'm going to put my ear up to the door and like knock on it.
Okay. Yeah, you put your ear up to the door and you knock on it. And yeah, you can kind of it makes like a metallic sound when you knock on it, but it's like we're talking like 2 feet thick minimum.
Oh shit.
It's like a bunker, right? Like it's
Yeah.
so it's just like you can tell when your knuckles wrap up against it how dense it
It's
is.
thick. Yeah.
But even with your ear to it, like you can kind of hear your knuckles on it, but it's just like like a ding.
There's no
ding,
way of
ding.
like trying to get through to somebody in it.
I don't think it's impossible. Like, is that what you're trying to do? You're trying to pound on it to get the attention of whoever's on the other side?
See if there was somebody.
All right. All right. So you start pounding on the door. Naela, what are you doing?
It would just be a few hits. It wouldn't be like a ton.
Okay. Is there
I guess Naela would be looking to see if she finds any like feet marks or whatever in the like she's looking for a particular boot print or heel print or something that signifies that Dank was here and that he went this direction, or if he like wheeled around a different direction. Does that make sense?
It
Or
does.
the other two.
Do you have? I think survival would apply here, but you can make
I also have tracking.
Yeah,
as
that would
well.
apply too. Yeah, both of those.
He says, "Is my children here?"
Okay. So yes, you find some footprints. They're about the right size and shape to be Dank's. Probably Derrin's. Maybe you're not as sure on Enigmas, but there's another set of tracks. You just can't quite place them. There's actually another set of tracks too that you're not sure, but they're about the size of Enigmas. Different print though. And there's all kinds of other tracks like around the general alleyway, like people walking up and down the alley. But these are the only tracks that seem to be come to this door. And it seems like they stop at the door, like for the most part. There's the ones that are about the same size as Enigmas do seem to kind of be all over the area in different directions. But they also seem to come to this door. Dank's for sure ends here. Like it comes to this door, it looks like it probably goes inside because it doesn't go anywhere else after.
We need to get in through this door. Dank's footmarks stop here. She'll point like right in front of the door. Do you have something that can help us get inside with the door being,
I don't understand how they got in. The power's gone.
that might be why you can't contact Waywatcher is because of a signal interference as well as the power being out.
Did I get a response from hitting on the door?
I don't know. I was gonna give you guys a second, but we can cut over to the other crew now if you guys want. All right.
Well, that would change how Cassidy would react.
I understand. It's no problem. So we fade over to the group inside the bunker. You guys are still hanging out in the main entrance area, right? And I think Derrin had already rolled a critical success for listening a little while ago, assuming you'd still be listening. It hasn't really had any time passed since we left you guys. Yeah, you hear it sounds distant, right? But it's not. But you hear a faint like knocking noise for a second.
Okay.
And then it stops.
Huh. That was weird.
What was?
It just sounded like knocking.
Yeah, you hear it again.
Oh, there it is again. Wonder if it's like machinery or something?
I think once he pointed it out, you heard it the second time. Really faint though. It just sounds like it's really far away, but it sounds like something knocking up against metal. It's coming from the door. Waywatcher has drilled a hole into the like side wall and is going back up the wall with like a set of pliers.
So, Dank, what all did you guys find?
Everything that I needed. And then some.
And then some. Like what? Like what?
Found some additional ammunition and some bunnies.
Huh. Anything else?
Oh, no, I found flyers.
I can barely hear you, by the way.
I'm using my phone because my headset keeps glitching out.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
can hear you
I
better.
found flyers, I found some tape, found drill. These waves the sunglasses around.
What are those?
They look like sunglasses, but that's kind of a silly thing to have in a place where the sun isn't there.
Yeah. Mind if I take a look at those?
Absolutely. Help yourself, just don't put them on.
Yeah, was not planning on it. Yeah, I'll take a look at them.
Okay. What are you looking for?
So I forget if I saw the thing, and so if I would know what these are, or if it was just Dank that saw it.
Dank's the only thing that saw anything coming from the screen.
Okay. Making sure I wasn't gonna metagame too hard. Huh. Well, these are weird. They seem to be like technology. Have you seen anything like this before?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah? Where?
Silas wore a pair like this.
Huh. Okay. Hmm. Do you mind if I tinker with them?
I'd suggest being careful, but go for it.
Yeah, I think I have something for this.
You can use my lockpicking tools. They're almost like glasses tools.
Sure, I can try that. Okay. I'd like to make a memory.
Okay.
I'd like to make an Aelbra memory.
All right.
Let me go find it again.
Sure. We
There it
get
is.
our trademark lens flare.
Okay. I remember the long hours it took them to make the modifications needed to the bracelets. Nothing major, just small changes to certain functions of the bracelets. I'd still be able to get the information. To others, though, it would look jumbled. Machines that were fed the data wouldn't know how to handle the half-dozen encryptions I'd put on it. At least, they wouldn't immediately. It was a matter of time before they cracked it, but that would give me a head start. I needed to find more people that had dreams of that other place. Maybe then I could figure out why it had been made, while those people were in it, and if I could help them.
Okay. Good memory. What are you trying to do with the glasses, Derrin?
The memory is going to be +2 to sabotage.
Okay.
So I'd like to basically, with kind of the memory of the tech that I have, I'd like to kind of sabotage any like automatic things that are on it, so that like it doesn't, automatically start doing anything when somebody puts them on. But
right.
try and leave other things alone, basically.
Okay, so you want to make it to where it doesn't automatically do something when it's put on. Does it still function like if you activate it or something like that?
Yes, because that's basically what Aelbra did to the bracelets. He like messed with them, but he didn't necessarily like destroy them. It was just sabotaging one function,
Okay.
which was basically the reporting back to where he was getting them from.
So if they can still be activated, just not automatically, how would they be activated?
Maybe I guess I could look around and see if I find any like anything that could be like pushed to activate them. Like tie something into a circuit, like a little button on the like either on the lens or like on the stem.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Make like a observation, perception-y kind of roll. See if you can find something
Okay.
that'll work.
Let's see. Attention to detail.
Yes, that would apply here.
Yeah, I think that's all I have actually. Making sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Critical success. You now have an extra
Dang.
+1 to that.
Nice. I just to let everybody know, I do need to make a new journal sheet.
All right, make your journal sheet. I'll go ahead and make sure it's put with your other ones. Scars are just another kind of memory. It's so edgy. All right. Let me scoot this up by your other ones here. Okay. All right. Do you know what the memory is for that critical success, or do you want to worry about it later?
Worry about that later.
Okay.
Although technically it's supposed to be the critical successes are supposed to be what you're doing right then, so
Yeah, it just goes on to your, I guess it was
I mean, like you're
attention
literally
and-
supposed to be remembering what you're doing right then.
Oh, okay. All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you find a like a broken key off of like one of the computers or something. But it's still got like the metal connection on the back of it, and between that and the bit of wire that Dank had found, you can make something that'll work. Just for the sake of memes, it's like the F key, but it's obviously like cuneiform.
F for respects.
Yeah. But yeah, you basically like fashion in a way where you can just like press it. It's like built on, it's like attached to the side of the glasses, and pressing it connects the like gives a connection between the wires in the glasses, so it just like activates them where they turn on.
Okay.
The other thing you notice just by like working with these things is so like they look like kind of like a normal pair of sunglasses, except for the technology bit of them. It's basically like little light emitters that seem to like shine down from the top into the eye.
Okay.
Like there's a bunch of like lights all along the top bit of them.
Okay.
All right.
Cool. So they won't. If you just put them on now, nothing will happen. You would have to activate them, but I can't tell what they'll do with just this. But at least they won't do whatever they were going to do just putting them on.
You can tell that the lights will turn on.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's not really useful information.
Yeah.
For me at least. So I wouldn't necessarily pass it on. Unless asked.
Fair enough.
Cool. Well, that's 4 out of 5 of Aelbra memories, so 1 left.
All right. Okay. So like Waywatcher, he like pulls a wire out through the hole that he had drilled. He comes down he comes crawling down the wall. He like drops the pliers, and then he grabs the drill again. And he starts drilling into the energy rifle that was left on the floor. There's like yeah, there's like a bunch of like cutting noises and yeah, he starts taking it apart. Basically, cuts the barrel off. Starts to cut the stock off.
I mean,
Is there anything else you guys would like to do, or do you want to just wait for Waywatcher to finish his thing?
I think I'm done for now.
All right. Let's see. Let's see if Waywatcher manages to fix the door. That is a success. All right. Couple more minutes go by. What are the group of you outside doing while you're waiting?
Well, she had asked Cassidy if there was something she could do with the door, if she had any tools or whatever that could help.
Okay. Cassidy?
You gave me a whole set of engineer's tools.
I did. So you probably have most of this stuff, because like I would think electrical engineers would have most of your typical electrical tools. Engineering toolboxes. They probably have a lot of stuff actually.
But I was actually planning on having her get pissed off and lift the door with a memory.
Lift the door?
That was kind of the hope.
I don't know if you could lift the door, but you could smash through it.
Rip open a
2
piece.
feet? I don't think you could smash through it.
Well, that kind of depends, actually. I don't think you could with, like, flesh and bone. Right? But, you know, if you had something else that wasn't necessarily flesh and bone.
Okay, if it's 2 feet, even that I don't think would smash through.
Yeah, it would, like, smash through. But, like, if you were hitting it, like, repeatedly or, like, prying edges off, maybe.
It would dent it.
Yeah, you could certainly do something to it. If it's 2 feet of steel, like, probably not going to break through it. Unless it's, like, the heart of a neutron star or something that you're smashing it with. Yeah. Okay. So
when I had that plan, though, I didn't realize it was 2 feet thick, though. So
yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, if there's something you'd like to do there, I'd like to let you do it. Like, I don't know if you could smash through 2 feet of steel, but I won't let you do a thing if you want to do a thing.
there's nothing that I can think of that would work for 2 solid feet of steel.
Okay.
Unless
All right.
you did something mechanically or something. I mean, you could probably make a noise loud enough to be like, oh my god, there's a noise, let's go towards it, guys, you know?
Well, they've already been hearing her knock on the door.
A knock is different than a big-ass bang, though.
But they haven't been responding, so we don't know if they're in there or not.
Yeah, they were just like, huh, what's that noise? Machinery?
Well, Naela's gonna grab a big-ass thing and start hitting the door with it. She don't care who comes to the door. I am here. You will know that I am here, and I'll kill you if you're Enki.
Okay. There's like a metal trash bin nearby, like one of the stalls. Just like pick it up and start whacking the door with it.
Yep.
All right, sure.
I'm trying to find like big heavy things to like lift and smack against this door. I'm not expecting to break through it. I'm expecting to make loud enough noise to where people inside will start hopefully coming towards the door.
Okay.
Like make enough ruckus. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Make a.
How you guys want us to come towards the door right before you're gonna smash it?
Yeah. Well, they haven't planted the bomb yet, so just give them a second. All right. Make a roll for smashing the metal trash can up against the door. All right. Savvy success. Okay, so we cut to you at this holding this like think of it like if you're walking through like downtown and they have those, public garbage cans made out of metal. That's what this is. You just pick it up with two hands and you're using it like a battering ram to just like hit this door over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hear me, bitch.
It may put like some small scuffs or like dents on the door, but it's really like fucking up the trash can. But yeah, it makes a loud noise. Yeah, it's really loud. There might be people like looking out of their windows outside nearby to see what's going on. Those of you there's like one person who pulls out his cell phone and is like World Star. No.
I'm a kid right now.
So you're just like smashing this thing up into this like kind of like garage bunker door. Those of you inside can hear the banging. It's louder. It still sounds kind of distant, but it's like a much louder banging now. And there's less of a rhythm to it, so it's just kind of like instead of like knock 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 knock, it's like bang bang bang, and then like a drag sound and like a pause for a second, and then it's like again it's bang bang. Do you guys react to that at all?
Gonna bang back on the door with the shovel.
I'm gonna get behind cover. There's something scary behind there.
You fucking right.
Waywatcher pauses for a moment, and says,
"Should I continue?"
Yes.
Affirmative.
Just continues working on the gun. Okay, make a roll, Dank, to whack the door with the shovel.
I'm gonna try to do it rhythmically.
Sure.
Gonna be like shave and a haircut, 2 bits knock.
Yeah. The rhythm I use every time I knock on a door.
Stamp. What would that even be though for a roll?
Well, I'm kind of rolling to see how
Music.
hard you can hit it.
Physical activity.
Music for doing the rhythm.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's fine. You got 6 dice. All right, so you're hitting this thing with a garbage can, and you pause for a moment to kind of like catch your breath, and you hear dink 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 dink.
Gonna beat your ass. Open the goddamn door is what she's shouting.
We see like Waywatcher
You're only gonna make it more angry.
climbing back up the wall with this like glowing power cell.
Cassidy would take the trash can to responding kind.
I'm gonna move away from the door.
All right.
Yeah, I think both versions of Enigma are doing that as well.
Everyone's afraid.
Darren's
intelligent.
taking cover.
I was smart. I'm already moved away.
Are you guys still in the room, just behind something, or are you going to another room, like retreating into the bunker?
I'm in the doorway, but not in front of the door.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Like I'm on the side.
Yeah, okay.
I'm behind a large thing to make sure I don't get shot.
All right.
Yeah, I think both versions of Enigma have like moved to like the very back of the room, maybe not necessarily behind cover, but
You know what
very
I'm
much not in the way.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Now all I can think of us is all three of us Scooby-Dooing our heads out from the side of like cover.
I'm gonna put the shovel up, get my guitar out, and play a song by the Doors.
Where is Derrin in this stack?
The middle.
What song are you playing?
That is a good question.
This needs to be your next art piece, Gerblin.
Fucking Naela with a trash can.
No, the Enigmas and Darren Scooby-Doo around the corner.
I was gonna say, is it Break On Through? Is that what it is?
That's what I was thinking, because that would be the best fitting part for this. So yeah, I'm
No.
gonna put on through.
All right.
Hey.
Boom, 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 boom. Break on through to the other side. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you start playing that. Make a roll. Oh, you already did.
Yep.
Savvy success. All right. So yeah, you start jamming out the doors.
Cassidy's not happy hearing that.
I don't know if you can.
Yeah, I mean, if you do, it's just like really faint. Make a
Yeah.
make a hearing roll, Cassidy.
Because
Can I
because
make
it's not
this
actually
also?
amplified.
Yeah, it's not gonna carry like banging on the door with a piece of metal would.
I do have observation though.
Sure. All right. Yeah. Okay.
I was about to say also bases carry pretty far.
Yeah. I think
I
that's
mean, not through metal.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't through like
You'd be
2 feet of
amazed.
steel or whatever, but
If you had your ear right up to it, you'd probably hear a little bit of the resonance from it. But outside of that, no.
Well, then you'd hear Waywatcher moving around on the door.
Yeah, probably. Okay. Anyways, you hear it faintly. You hear something like faint bass line. Maybe it's coming through nearby.
Maybe it's because we know the sound of Dank's guitar. We can kind of pick it up.
Yeah, or something like that.
That'd be better because there shouldn't be a ventilation thing. Otherwise, we would have been hearing a lot more.
Yeah. Fair enough. Okay. Well, Waywatcher gets the power cell attached to the door, attached to like the wiring hanging out, solders it with a soldering iron. There's a quick short as the power cell kind of explodes. I mean, it doesn't make shrapnel go everywhere, but there's like sparks that shoot off of it and go everywhere. The door starts to open before it gets stuck like 1 or 2 feet off the ground. The lights in the room flicker for like 7 seconds. Yeah, and there's like sparks shooting out of this power cell for like, a couple seconds. Waywatcher. Let's see how Waywatcher does. He doesn't get fried or anything, does he? Nah, he's all right. So yeah, Waywatcher like retracts back away from the thing before it blows up. Yeah, and the door opens a bit.
Does it stay where it's at?
It like gets up to like 1 or 2 feet off the ground. Then all like the power cell is completely destroyed by that point, and it starts to close. What do you guys do?
How heavy is this door?
Wait,
It's gonna be
it
fucking
shouldn't
heavy.
be able to close if it doesn't have power.
That is true.
It's
Yeah.
gravity pulling it back down
Still,
because this thing's
if it
fucking
ran out
heavy.
of power, lock into place.
All right, fine. It doesn't close. Don't let me have any fun.
No, I
Uh,
can.
I mean, to me it makes sense because the
Yeah.
gravity is super heavy here.
Think about like a winch, right? Which wouldn't have to be there to open this door in the first place. You know, you've already got the tension pulling it open. Just because it stops pulling doesn't mean it lets go.
Fine.
Because
My thing is because it's so thick and it's solid though.
Well, that wouldn't change anything. If
Yeah,
it's powerful enough to like drag it up, it wouldn't, suddenly fail because it stopped pulling it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
the way that would fail is like the thing that's pulling it, the wire that holds the tension would snap. And that would be terrifying because to be able to lift that much weight, the amount of pressure on the wire for that.
Yeah,
Ooh,
but it's
no.
more than likely more gears and like a rail rather than something like that.
How
yeah.
heavy is this door?
Fucking heavy. Like
I was
it's
about
Well,
to say
I'm not saying for myself. I meant if like everybody at the same time tried to pull it up.
Before gravity, probably a ton or two with how thick it is.
that
After
much
gravity, like 4 tons.
that much
Yeah.
steel, yeah.
Oh fuck!
It's like a
We're
garage.
not gonna move it.
It's like a garage door that's like 2 foot thick steel. So it's pretty fucking heavy.
I don't know. Are there any back ways or whatever?
Hey, whoever's out there, could you like pass some like power lines through?
We don't have power lines, Derrin.
It's a
Oh,
foot.
hey! It is something scary out there.
You just hear like a low growl, dank.
I'm gonna keep playing the guitar and Healy Limbo under the door.
Limbo under the door.
I don't know
What's
that
dead?
Healy limbo under the door.
like a foot and a half. I don't know.
No, you might be able to like literally slide your body off
You
of
could
the
probably-
ground,
Yeah,
but you
but I don't think
can't
you could
use
like
your
do that.
Heelys.
The world.
All right, like get a running start with the Heelys and then just finish the rest of it as a slide.
Eh?
That might even be an extreme.
I want to make.
Yeah.
I would say make him roll for it.
There's a world record in limbo for like 6 inches off the ground or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But you also got to think of how your body is.
It's like 2 feet.
So if you want your Heelys to be on the ground,
I'd have
You've
to
got
have
to
like
have your feet angled.
yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
That's why I said get a running start first and then just slide.
yeah, that would be more likely. But
I still think your best bet would be army crawling through the door.
Nah,
Yeah.
fuck that.
Can I just make him roll with like a -4 or something?
I mean, it's up to you. You are the DM.
The door slams shut on you.
Squid.
You're sliced in half.
Yeah.
Start a new character. This
2
is the only
tons.
time he could kill you.
2 tons of steel land on your chest. I mean, no, it's fine. Make if you really want to try the limbo thing, make a roll. I think it's gonna be -2 because you're playing guitar and you're trying to do it with Heelys. To slide under the door.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend an influence point to re-roll it.
Okay, all right, reroll it.
I don't want to fucking die.
Gotta make sure we get the limbo done right.
He ran face first into the door.
All right,
There we go.
success. All right, so it's like it's not
I
the
need
prettiest.
that.
It's not the prettiest thing, but you do make it. Like you kind of catch the door a little bit, maybe with like your arm or something.
Yeah, like the lip where it was like going into the ground.
Yeah. But yeah, you do make it out the other side. It looked kind of cool, you know.
Until I hit the door.
Yeah. Like I wouldn't have killed you or anything if you failed it. Might have gotten hurt though. Like smacked your face on it or something.
Oh, you should totally murder him.
As soon as Cassidy sees him, she's hitting him.
Yeah, like he hasn't even sat up
Yeah, same. Just like a slap and then somebody punches and then it's like, this is the last motherfucking time I'm gonna tell you
All right.
She just
not to defy me.
Are you gonna let them hit you, Dank?
Hell no.
All right, contested checks.
All right, it's 2 against 1.
Are you guys trying? Are you guys trying to hurt him?
No.
All right.
I am.
Okay.
Naela's not trying to hurt him.
All right. Sorry, Dank. You have a -1 because there's 2 of them hitting you.
Okay. It's a 14 instead of a 15.
All right.
I'm making him.
So
And then you all have a
one
plus.
of us is going next there.
You all have a +1 because there's 2 of you hitting him, right? What are you saying?
Either of you good
Zach?
at limbo?
I was really hoping I'd get a critical success on the limboing.
That would have been hilarious.
All right. Caitlin, you hit him. What about you, Cassidy?
I'm making a memory.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. How strong is the memory?
Just a +1. I only wanted to take him down to beaten.
Okay.
Come on.
I'm
all
not
right.
out to kill you.
And
I just wanted to hurt you.
And Naela's not trying to actually hurt you. So it won't take you down a body step when she hits you. But
Hers is more of like a mother smacking a child of, you're gonna fucking listen.
yeah. But yeah, you do go down a body step.
Okay.
Which
I
is
feel like it would make sense for Naela to slap him first and then just Cassidy be like, nah, bop.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. So yeah, you limbo out under the door, and you're just like hit him. Look at the gif, the gif in the Discord. So that's what happens
God.
as soon as you come out front of the door.
Derrin and the Enigmas really aren't going to come out now.
Crying.
Ernest is the guy sipping wine. He doesn't then start hitting you though. So
Sure he does.
All right. So yeah, you guys start wailing on Dank as soon as he limits up.
Just fucking Ernest sees Naela smack somebody and he's like, oh shit, it's go time.
And then you've got like kind of in just like instead of a vertical position, a horizontal position of Enigma, fucking Derrin and AMG from under the door watching this happen.
Yeah.
As soon as we see the violence happen, we're like,
No, we're good.
It's back.
Retreat.
All right. So everybody makes it out of the bunker.
Can Waywatcher fit under that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was about to say, as soon as
I didn't know how big Waywatcher was. I felt like he
was.
was bigger than that.
Nah, if he can crawl on your shoulder and stuff, like he could definitely fit out that like a foot or two gap. I think he could definitely.
Okay.
All right.
This also might be a good place to call it.
It might be with y'all just like beating the shit out of Dank.
And then like Waywatcher comes out and it's immediately personality 180 with like, oh my baby, this is my baby.
Yeah, and Waywatcher's just like all right. Cool.
Yeah. And then just the final thing of Naela offering her hand to help Dank up.
Yeah. Yeah, and we get a shot of like Dank's face with like a handprint, a red handprint on his face. All right. We'll go to credits there. Well, pretty good session today, folks. Make sure
Affectionately, we love you, Dank.
We do.
To death. I mean, what?
Make sure that you guys take your influence and your memory point for surviving the session. Make sure that if you followed your beacon, you get your points for that. All that good stuff. And I guess we'll pick up here next week. Maybe we'll figure out what you guys plan to do with what you found down there. I guess I'll go through announcements again. I guess I'll do that again. So here we go. You guys can find Gerbs, who played in the Enigmas, the Enigma twins for you guys tonight. Twitter.com/sketchingspace, where there's all kinds of good art for the show. I'm gonna be putting up. I'm gonna be. We've got like with all the different stuff being made for the show from Ace of Wands and from Gerblin. I'm gonna make a like a slideshow kind of thing, kind of like what I do for the Forest of Flesh break screen, where it's like different maps and stuff that's happened on the show. I'm gonna do something like that for Broken that we can use as like a break screen or as like an intro screen. Maybe replace that intro screen with the that we use now with the loading and the galaxy thing. Replace that with maybe like art done and appropriate links and references, of course. So keep an eye out for that. Again, all these links are in the description down below, so check out the description if you're watching on YouTube. You can also find the TikTok for Ayataku Hime, who's done some of the art for Cassidy, the old art for Cassidy. You can also find Ace of Wands Designs, who's done the new art for Cassidy and some new art for Narcissa on Instagram, TikTok, and Coffee. There's the links for that. And you can jump in and buy Dank some NOS rocket fuel so he can do all the limbos under all this, all the big
back in the face.
Yeah, like when you're gonna limbo and play guitar and get kicked in the face at the same time, like you need NOS for that. I don't know if you guys know that, but you can't. Your body can't.
Listen, you fucked around.
It hurt that bad.
And you found out.
Your body can't handle
fucked
that
around.
much
You
without-
found out.
Yes. And of course, you guys can always jump in the Discord. It's free. It's public. You can see the crazy memes that some of you saw. Some of them posted up on the screen during the show tonight. But you can make some. You can make your own memes and post them by jumping in that public Discord. And of course, like you can find me around the internet, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Ramblin Man TV everywhere. You guys know the thing. Does anybody have anything for us? And remember, what is it? What is it today, Zach? And remember,
limbo and get punched.
Don't piss off the mama bear of the party.
Yeah,
that one.
You're right. Yeah.
Or if
right.
you're going to, don't mess with her baby.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for hanging out. You guys did a great job. Always fun playing with you guys. Everybody have a great night and a great week. We'll be back next week. I think our next stream is going to be Monday, Force of Flesh. Then we got Masks. Is Masks next week already? Good Lord. Okay.
Yep.
Masks on Tuesday. Haze Crux, Miasma Masquerade. And Wednesday we'll have more Broken Tabletop RPG. And then Friday we'll have some more Unknown New Orleans.
Oh my God.
So everybody have a great weekend. And see you guys next week. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.